And episode 7 of Wrestle Balance starting. Let me see. Check the watch there. That'd be now. Here with your host and our guest from. Well, he was going to be on the last show we did, the previous episode 7, which would make this episode 8, but episode 7 didn't record, so. We're going to do the top 10 factions of TNA, and then the next episode we'll be doing the top 10 factions or teams of WWE. So, with no further ado, Trevor.
Well, for the top 10 factions of TNA, I just started watching TNA probably about a year or two ago, and the only two main factions that I've seen, 3 main factions on there. I've seen TNA Frontline, Main Event Mafia, and Immortal.
Mm-hmm.
And out of those 3, my all-time favorite is the Main Event Mafia.
Got to be. But you're missing one very important faction that's been there in the last, I want to say it was a year, maybe 2 years. EV 2.0.
Yeah, I just thought about that one.
Mm-hmm. Now, EV 2.0 was basically a bunch of ECW originals coming back for one last shot for the 4th time. But if we're going to go from bottom 10 teams and factions to top number 1, I say number 10's got to be America's Most Wanted with James Storm and Chris Harris. And then...
Well, yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Yeah, and number 10 would be America's Most Wanted. Number 9 would have to go to... I'm giving number 9 to the Machine Guns.
Yeah, that sounds about right too.
Let's see. And these are just my opinions. We'll give your top 10 list next. But
you're actually just named my 2.
Well, my number 8 is going to be different than your number 8. My number 8 goes to a team that nobody remembers because it was... I'm not sure how long they were a team, or faction, since I guess it consisted of Shark Boy, Super Eric, and Curryman, and they were the Brotherhood of Justice or something. I liked those guys. That's when Eric Young was crazy, and then he got heel, and now he's crazy again. Crazier. Well, back to teams. Number 7. I'm giving number 7. I'll give number 7 to Beer Money.
Beer Money?
Beer Money. You got number 7.
Sounds good to me.
We'll put Immortal at 6 simply because they have Scott Steiner and Bully Ray. Speaking of Bully Ray, number 5, Team 3D. Number 4, Ink Inc. Number 3 would be EV 2.0. Number 2, Frontline. And number 1 team, without a doubt, Main Event Mafia.
That's right.
There's no team, no faction that will ever be, and some people are going to get mad that I didn't mention the NWO. That's because they don't count, because it wasn't the NWO. It was Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and a wannabe NWO member. If they brought in X-Pac and let him do his thing, that would be NWO, but it was not NWO. It was TNA's NWO, so that's why I didn't put them in there.
Well, to be honest with you, we pretty much have the same mental, aspect here of the best teams in the top 10 or whatever that we're doing. which is why we work so good together on these shows.
That's right. That's like trying to compare Matt and Jeff. You can't really give one something without, you can't mention one without mentioning the other.
Right.
But we'll get to those guys in the next show. I guarantee you we'll get to those guys in the next show.
Well, we definitely have to.
Definitely.
I'd say they make top 3 at least.
Definitely top 3. We'll get to the, we don't want to spoil it for anybody. We'll get to the top 10 or WWE in episode 8. But right now, since obviously Trevor's agreeing with me on the top 10, that is the top 10 factions or teams, in my opinion, in his opinion, of TNA. And I believe, unless he has anything else he would like me to add or add himself, that is episode 7.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Wrestle Balance.
Indeed we will. We're out.